Welcome back to Check Please, the D&D podcast. The party arrived in Hartenshin, and Karis went to enroll in the Academy of Arcane Sciences. They found out the armies of Vil took heavy losses at the fort, but managed to defeat the invasion. The party then geared up for facing down Karis' old master, the vampire Warren.
Alright, so last time on D&D, you crazy fucks. Probably. Okay, so I believe...
No, you didn't actually.
You guys were in the city of Hartenshin. You had talked to Siva. You got Karis back to the town. She enrolled successfully in the Academy of Arcane Arts. You spent a couple of days waiting on news to come back from the fort. News came back from the fort stating that the attack did take place. The battle was terrible. The defenders succeeded, but at great losses on their own. So,
yeah.
Siva is not too pleased with the result, but since you guys technically completed your mission, she did pay you out. You bought some stuff. Karis came back and said she got successfully enrolled, and now you guys are going to head to a couple different places, if I remember right. You said you wanted to meet with Hildy, you wanted to go back to the temple, and then you were going to go to the Holy City and try to kill Master Warren on behalf of Karis.
Is there anything else we want to do? Since we already have a list?
So, yeah, I have a quick question. Would I know with what regularity local royalty will see people? Like how far in advance I would have to schedule an appointment?
You can roll a knowledge local or knowledge nobility. I think those would be acceptable.
I don't think I have those, actually.
Okay.
No, I don't have those.
Okay, you can give me a diplomacy to gather information if you want to ask around.
Oh,
That
no,
works.
I'm just surprised that she's not asking her bard. If she knows. That's fine.
25 is your first roll.
Okay.
Alright, so, yeah, you ask around, and you're wanting to know how often or how difficult it is to see the leader of the town?
Yeah, I guess
royalty you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, like, whoever's in the castle, it's the king, I assume.
Yeah, he goes by the title Emperor. He's notoriously hard to reach, actually. Let me get you a bit of information on him.
Didn't ask the party's bard.
What was it?
Yeah.
Lovette didn't ask the bard.
You still complaining over there?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I get
Oh,
it.
thank goodness.
You don't want my information.
Actually, aren't Lovette and Soul like testy right now anyways?
Lovette's and everyone is testy right now.
That's true. You did call
Karis and Archibald
my
are only friends.
Okay, the current emperor is a guy by the name of Wilhelm the Ninth. And Wilhelm the Ninth is sort of looked on as a reclusive figure. He's an elderly man, and he doesn't really make like public court appearances anymore. So it's not that he's the ninth in a row to be named Wilhelm. He's just the ninth ever to be named Wilhelm. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So you know that the government structure of this country is not hereditary monarchy. Whenever the previous emperor or Kaiser or whatever you want to call them, whenever they die, a new one is elected from the Council of Princes. So there's basically essentially semi-democracy in that respect.
Interesting.
And then whenever you are elected to be emperor, you're given a numerical title for the number of people that have had the office before you. So he's the ninth guy named Wilhelm to become king.
So do they campaign, or do they just, is it like the Pope where they just kind of go into a little secret meeting?
They go into a little secret meeting. Yeah. Because they don't campaign because there's not really any purpose to it, because the normal citizenry have no impact.
But like trying to elevate one's popularity wouldn't help in any way.
I mean, it could.
Or do anything.
It could, but it's not really seen as the means to that. It's not the lever that people pull to get that done. Most people just, it's all about like influence and currying favors among the other princes.
So if the king's hard to reach, who normally talks to people in his place? I'm trying to get an audience with him basically as soon as I can, and I want to basically provide a solution to his army problem, having not one anymore.
Okay. So as just as a devil's advocate, who the fuck are you?
Bikini boy tweet.
Like, I mean, I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, like, why the fuck should they care?
Well, I was going to say that I have a demonstration because I can prove that I can replace the army.
Oh boy. Oh, I want to see where this goes. Okay.
Yeah, I do. I'm a little nervous about it myself, but this is, don't go for it.
You're walking up to another orc army right now.
Pretty much.
Alright, so...
At least in the meantime.
Okay, so you can probably try to petition to have a meeting with some sort of, like, counselor.
Okay.
And try to go from there. But since you're neither human nor a noble, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get an audience being a foreigner.
Yeah, and I'll be very modest about, like, I'm okay with whoever I can speak with. I understand all those things and blah blah blah.
Okay, so they quote you out, like, they say that it would be a few weeks.
Yeah, so that should be acceptable.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a calendar date down. So it's currently, I'll just spam this to the channel. It is Tuesday, the 16th of October, year 762. The counselor will meet you on the 1st of November.
Oh, right.
So I'm going to put a note there that you guys can see. Boom. There we go. Okay, so on the 1st of November, you guys have a meeting with the counselor. Or at least you will. So that's, 16 or so days, something like that.
Is there any chance I could get my entourage in on this meeting?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a part. That'll be a whole thing. We'll make it a whole to-do. It'll be fun. Anything else you wanted to do? Oh, you wanted to buy a shield as well, you said.
Yeah,
what size?
I don't know.
Type?
Yeah, I guess I'll go with a buckler, because I don't know that I actually looked at them. It's basically what I want.
Okay. So a buckler is going to give you a +1 AC bonus, and pretty much have essentially no penalty. It'll have the only thing it does is a -1 check penalty, which is basically nothing.
Yeah, especially it's check penalty for like magic, or is it for skills?
It's for skills. The magic failure chance is 5%, but
I see.
You're not using one of those, so that's fine. All right.
And I'm also going to buy. Well, to round it off, I'll get him 14 silver bolts for Archie.
You still have him using a crossbow?
I have it in his inventory, and I have...
Oh, okay.
And I'm putting this in his inventory. I took that spell so that I wouldn't have to make that decision after all.
15 gold for buckler.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just get the buckler, actually.
Lovely. Alright, so bolts are sold typically in packs of 10. 1 gold for 10 shots. Making them silver costs 2 extra gold, so it's 3 gold for 10 shots.
I'll just get 10 shots.
10 shots for 3 gold? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I will add them to his inventory right now.
And I took care of the gold.
Does Vera know anything about vampires?
Make a knowledge religion check.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I do not have that, so I do not know anything about vampires. Which is okay.
You know who's really good about knowing things?
Oh.
Your goddamn bard!
You're right. Hey, Markus. Do you know anything about vampires?
That's not a Lovette voice.
No, that was out of character question.
Do I know anything about vampires? I bet you I
Do you
could.
know anything about vampires?
Markus probably does. What do you need?
Knowledge religion for lore
Knowledge
about
religion.
undead. Yes.
That's fine.
The bard literally just got an ability called Lore Master this level that allows him to just take 20 on a knowledge check.
But it's
Oh.
fine.
You trust me, you don't want to blow it on that.
That's cool. That's
We
nice.
have days in between.
It's once a day.
Oh, fair enough.
I get it. It's fine.
You need to lore master. Lore master that shit.
No, it's fine.
Alright, so Markus, you know
No, more
that
important questions.
vampires are, weak to sunlight, weak to running water, weak to garlic, stakes to the heart, decapitation.
Running water. Huh.
Yeah, running
I
water.
did not know that.
Yeah, they can't cross
Yes,
it.
you did. You rolled that you did know that.
all your basics, Know that if you present a holy symbol at one, they can't approach you unless they have to be like a force of will against yours in order to overcome that. So like any holy object is dangerous to them. Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Do you know? I have this weird feeling in my gut that they have a positive or negative reaction to like bells, little hand bells. Do you know?
Bells. I feel like there's a reference in there somewhere.
Oh,
Kenny just stormed out of the room.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Kenny just stormed out of the room.
And that's the end of Dad.
That's it. Game's over. Pack it in, boys. Pack it in.
That's a shame.
Kenny has left the building.
So pissed.
The building, Jesus, that got out of hand.
Yeah, it's dark out.
She is-
There's mosquitoes.
They are.
If you put a rose on top of a vampire's coffin while he's sleeping in it, he can't get out. It's kind of romantic.
Really?
I read that in the book.
The book.
The book, Dracula.
Wait,
The
is
good
that
book.
a thing?
The good book, Dracula.
Is that really a thing?
Yes, it's a very
The
small
polar
thing.
opposite of the bad book.
I actually had a bunch of facts about vampires written down for a story once.
Huh. Neat.
Alright, so what else did we need to do before you left town?
That's it?
Does everybody have a holy item so that
No, only you have one.
if we come across a vampire,
Vampire.
it seems like everybody should have some sort of holy relic.
Well,
So there.
holy symbols only really work for clerics, so
Mm,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay, interesting.
yeah, you gotta hold
We
a
have
cross.
we have essentially a physical embodiment of somebody who has been blessed by an actual deity. So I mean, it's fine.
Who's that?
Vera, every time.
Is that a blessing?
Wouldn't that be a blessing? With
Maybe?
does the BB transformation,
We'll see.
or is that a curse?
I mean, that depends on your perception of that.
Yeah, I think that's more in the eye of the beholder. You know.
It's not a holy symbol. A holy symbol is a specific thing.
Yeah.
A person can't be a holy symbol. That's just weird.
You can have a holy symbol of a person.
All those within the
But-
hive are a holy symbol.
There's a reason that Jesus didn't pick any fights with vampires.
It's because the vampires ran from him because he's a holy symbol. There we go.
Well,
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so
Okay,
Markus
well,
go get
alright,
buy a
never mind.
fucking thing. I don't know.
Markus
Beardy.
already has a holy symbol.
Oh, he
Yeah,
does?
yeah. You started with
That
one as a cleric. You got it at level 1.
Oh.
What's up?
Okay, then we're fine.
I was gonna say if there's a holy relic that might, if there's levels of that or not.
Not really. Also,
Okay.
one other thing you know about vampires is that they have an extremely fast healing factor, and they also are only really able to take damage from sources that are both silver and magical.
Wait, both?
It has to be both.
Let me verify that, but I believe it is both, yes.
Great. Now I have to go buy hunks of silver.
They have a DR versus magic and silver, so you got a DR for everything but magic and silver, so it has to be magic and silver, not magic or silver.
Can I get my staff silver plated? Or does that count?
Yeah,
Do
you could technically do
does
that.
silver ammunition fired from a magical ranged weapon count as both?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
That counts as both.
Well, I also have, just as an FYI, I have a spell that literally says Daybreak Arrow,
Yeah.
which blesses all your arrows, your bolts, in holy light. So,
Oh, really?
yes.
So is it okay if I go and enchant my rapier?
Well,
50 pieces.
Remember, you did buy that bottle of silver sheen.
I did for my lyre, but I don't know how many vampires we're gonna come across.
Yeah, so if you can use that silver sheen on your...
Symphonia's Wit, but that doesn't last super
Oh,
long.
weird. That's not right at all. Okay. So it looks like... I may have misread this when I gave it to you. So it looks like this is a metal substance. It's a special metal called silver sheen.
Oh.
So what we can do is we can basically either refund your money for this one or just apply that to something. So we can call it, because it's called it's either an herb, oil, or special substance as
Okay.
the subcategory. So we can say it's an oil, and you can, when you put it on something, we'll just give it that as a permanent effect.
Oh, okay.
So I can put that on.
Let's just put it
We'll just make it Symphonia's Wit a permanent silver effect. Symphonia's Wit built. It now does 1d8 plus 2 slashing, magic, and silver damage. So apply
There's
that.
no way for me to silver Archie's melee attack, is there?
For 750 gold. Yeah, permanent.
Am I able to do that on mine as well then?
Yeah, it's fine.
Then, quick follow-up question.
Yeah?
Would that prevent me from making some sort of similar upgrade in the future, or is it just a thing I can put
No,
on?
it's basically changed. It adds the material damage. So it adds silver as a damage type to the attack.
So what is it that I'm giving to Archie to...
You're applying an alchemical concoction to the metal that's causing it to react and taking on silver properties.
Markus, do you want one too?
Yes,
There we
please, if you don't mind. Sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
Actually,
You're fine.
That's it.
would that affect Mellifera's thing, actually? Because it's organic,
I mean,
technically.
It's an oil, right?
yeah, I think it would affect it.
Okay.
All of us have gotten silver sheen on our weapons then?
Apparently, yeah.
Are
Okay.
all of our
We
weapons
are
magical
classy looking.
Yeah.
I think so.
Let me check the weapons real quick.
It will be once
Archer-
we go to the temple.
Archibald's weapons are not magical.
No, he has the magic damage now, though.
He has an elemental damage type, but it's not.
And also, when I cast Magic Fang on them.
Oh, yeah, then it'll be magic, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see, Marcus's weapon is not magical.
And how much is it to make the sling staff permanently magically imbued?
So, if you wanted to enchant it, it would be 2,000 gold. And then it would be. Then, if you fired silver ammo from it, it would be considered magical and silver.
I have 4,235.
Right, so it'd be slightly less than half your money, and it would make your sling staff enchanted.
both enchanted and useful later on as well.
Sure, and you could also buy some silver ammo relatively cheaply.
I will say that I looked up sling staffs on Google image search, and
Yeah.
they're a lot stupider than I thought they looked.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
silly. They're dumb. They're dumb looking. No,
Lovette is going to make fun of you so much for not only for enchanting a sling staff, but for buying basically chunks of silver to throw out of it.
Yeah, well,
1 silver for 10 bullets. But if you want them to be silver, it's going to cost you 2 gold and 1 silver.
let's do that. I think we'll enchant the sling staff so that we can put other enchantments on it.
How many sling bullets do you want to buy?
I think 10.
Okay.
I mean, I think you're going to be doing a lot of channel energy, just saying.
Well,
Is it
I'm also
odds?
going to make a symbol of healing. To make it, I have to buy a total of 500 gold. I don't know, Beardy, here's the thing on what I need to do.
So is that the last thing we gotta do?
Yes.
Poor
So
Yes.
you want to buy powdered diamond and opal?
Affirmative. Yes,
All right.
let's do it.
Thank you. All right. You're down to 1735 gold.
Cast symbol of healing. So I think this will be very useful.
This one heals and harms appropriately.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one then, yeah.
Yeah, let's make this on the back of my holy symbol. Keep it in the cloak until needed.
So you cast symbol of healing on the back of your holy symbol, and then tuck it into your shirt.
Yes.
Right, tuck it under your
You
armor.
tuck it out under the robes so that it's
Okay. Alrighty.
cool. I think that'll be a very useful
Just
thing.
want you to know you're the only cleric I've ever seen that wore robes.
I like robes. They're
You look
breezy.
like a homeless man.
They are breezy and comfortable. Continue. Let's move on.
Alright, we're
Or we
leaving
can make our way-
Hardenshire. Is that correct?
Yes.
So I'm assuming we're taking the path to Ninen on the way to the Holy City. Is that correct?
Coast route.
Quickest route.
Okay. Now, when you arrive, you said you wanted to also go to the Temple of Mellifera and Hildegard's hut.
Yup.
Yep.
Did say that, yeah.
So, my question is,
Couple of weeks.
are you wanting to do what first?
Why are we going to Hildy's again?
Because
Yeah.
I was thinking that Hildy might have something that could help us against them.
Against
Against
the vampires?
Yeah, but
I don't think we should bother her with that. I think we've
Okay.
gotten enough free shit out of her already.
That's true.
Okay.
She's very powerful, and I don't want to get on her bad side.
Also,
Oh.
to talk to her about me, but we can do that after we deal with the vampire.
She already did talk to you about that. She told you everything she knew.
Yeah, but I was going to go ask her about the death figure that was in the Deadlands.
I feel like the dragon's still the best choice.
Yeah,
for,
I feel like she's
talking.
just gonna be like, "Yo, what did I tell you to do?
I already
Go
told
to the
you what
fucking
to
dragon." Yeah, exactly.
We've
Maybe
already
I just
talked
want
to
to go
her.
have some tea. Maybe I just want to have some sweet tea.
Okay, well, we gotta, make sure this kid that we're abandoning for, a week is still, around when we're done killing a vampire.
Okay, fine. Let's move along, then.
Anyways, so, we have to head to the temple before we go kill a vampire?
That is correct.
Okay, so that's our plan.
All right.
Is that okay
So-
with you?
Wagons.
So we're making movement toward the Temple of Mellifera then.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
Okay. Wunderbar.
So
All right.
does that mean, just out of curiosity, I'm sorry, do we have to pass through Wittingen?
Yes! You do get to pass through
No.
Wittingen. Yay! Guess what you guys get to see? Alright, so we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright.
We're not
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of traveling.
Oh. Ooh.
I want to spend the time we're traveling making schematics of war machines that can be easily operated by
You're such a concerning
simple
person.
people.
Okay. Give me a profession check that's applicable to that, please.
Profession
or
knowledge engineering?
I'll take either.
I will do the knowledge, and I want to consult my obsession log while I work on this. Is that cool?
That's absolutely.
That's a good roll. That was
Nice.
a 31. That's really nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 days. You arrive in Ninen. After that, you it takes less than another day to get to the Holy City. Is there anything you guys needed to do in any of these towns?
No, but I will try to make a poison out of the... Actually, is the weaver gland even useful now? I didn't do anything with it.
It's been a little while. It's probably somewhat decayed at this point.
I'll just throw it out. Alright.
Okay.
What kind of druid are you if a little decay is going to stop you? Alright,
You throw it out.
when we
and,
get to the Holy
it,
City...
burns the grass it lands in and just sizzles.
Ew. Ew.
I could have used that.
Shit.
Oh, you're the one who dropped
Was that
it.
the whole time?
Why did you have that?
Yeah, that's disgusting. Well, you couldn't eat that?
Vera!
Why would I
putting
eat that?
Yeah, what's
Is that really what you think I eat?
I don't know. Why else would you have it?
I mean, so
There's many applications for it.
So leans
big
over
one.
to Lovette.
Can you think of all the different kinds of poisons that I could make with that?
Oh, was it just the poisonous spout?
I assume that
I just
that
saw
all
a nasty lump of meat
decayed.
back there.
Well, I'll get another one sometime, I'm sure.
No! No! We don't need
Well,
to
I'm not going
see
to be
them
actively
again.
looking for them.
Well, that's good. How about we never do? Please?
But so there are some things I want to do when we arrive in various cities.
Uh-huh.
When we get to the Holy City, I want to send a letter to Karis.
Okay.
Just like oh, how are you doing? How is school? Hope you're doing well. In fact, I'll throw in 12 gold pieces with it. Here, go get something fun.
Okay. Alright. Make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Since this is essentially you're doing an interpersonal reaction long distance. So this will just dictate how well written the letter
How well
is.
written is, right?
Yeah. So give me a diplomacy check for the letter.
Or in other words, how awkward the letter was.
Yeah. Is this a cringe letter or is this something that would be viewed as being sweet?
Man,
And what
I'd
is-
be happy with any result.
Okay, and the other question is what is the intent of Lovette in this situation? What is Lovette through their writing? What are they trying to influence here? Just to
Oh. I just want to be your favorite. I guess if I'm being real.
yeah.
No, honestly, but her intentions are not to influence really anything. She just wants to hear from her.
Okay.
She's just kind of being protective.
Okay, I wasn't sure if because you can use diplomacy to elicit specific reactions from people. So I wasn't
Right.
sure what Lovette was going for. All right, so just a friendly letter.
Basically, yeah.
So you wrote the letter, you got a 22 diplomacy.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead and deduct 12 gold and deduct 1 additional silver for the postage charge.
Okay.
And then, you can send that, and that will be fine. Alright, so you send that off from the Holy City, and it should arrive in Hartingen.
That will be included in my facile pay for the postage on this.
Okay.
Well, while we're in the Holy City, I know we're skipping out of the town really quick. Is there any way that I could kind of, listen while we're going through the town and hear if people are saying of any sketchy underground vampire work or some shit?
Diplomacy.
You got it. Just want to feel out what we're looking at. And that was only a 20.
An 8 plus 12. So you put your ear to the ground for a little bit as you're traveling through the town, and you actually don't get any rumors or indication that anything going on in the sewers is particularly interesting or unusual. So if these guys are there, they keep a low profile.
Yeah.
You hear about what's going on in the sewers, and people are like, what?
Is there anything
I'm
that...
not talking to people.
Things don't go on in the sewers. What are you talking about?
It's where the shit goes.
Yeah.
Is there anything
I'm well aware it's
that...
where the shit goes. Alright, so I didn't get any info. Is there anything we want to do in the Holy City before we have to go to the place where the statue is and stuff? Hey Markus, how do you feel?
I feel fantastic. It is awesome here.
Alright, well, I'm really glad that you feel that way. Are you going to be okay with us leaving here for a little bit? You kind of look... Okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I mean, I got you guys, so I feel better when we're around more people, but you know what? I got you guys. I think I'll be fine.
You're just a people person, that's all. And then Soul
I'm
gives Markus little head scritchies.
Scritches.
Honestly, I prefer urban environments too, so I understand.
Yeah, I don't know what I prefer actually.
Nature is so judgmental.
Is it?
Yeah?
I don't know. I mean, the Fae are super nice, and they live in nature.
They will? They will.
Yeah, they're some of the most wonderful people I think I've met so far. Really glad they didn't die.
Is that like a wink?
Just Soul's just kind of looking up at the sky and just kind of smiling to themselves, just yeah, we did that. Good job, us. Well, anyways, shall we head out of the city and continue onward to...
Is there a reason you're so hesitant to go to Wintingen? Or is it the statue?
It's the statue. I really don't want to see that.
Not seeing it would make it not there.
Yeah, but it helps me pretend it doesn't exist.
Dude, I so fucking hope that we go check the same bar and Biff is still there.
Well, then let's find out. Well, let's head out then.
Onward!
Ubato!
No!
To
a temple!
To riding on horses, really.
Get in the cart!
Fine.
Alright, and then Soul kind of picks up Markus and puts him in.
Small people in the back.
Small people in the back.
Alright, you guys continue on. It's 2 more days till Wittingen, so we're going to do that and then that. It's now Sunday, the 21st of October.
Woo!
Year 762. You guys have arrived in Wittingen, and the town is much different than the last time you were here.
Oh god.
The atmosphere of the town is choked with the spew of forge.
Oh, okay.
There's the sound of industry. People are hustling and bustling everywhere. There's cartloads of iron and refined ingots all over the place. It seems like the town is absolutely in full swing, and completely the opposite since you were here last. Let me just pull up the map right quick.
When we get around the industrious stuff, all the people working around, I kind of perk up and my shoulder, stand up straighter and strut around.
So you guys make your way in from the north there, and you reach the town forum. And in the open part of the middle of town, there is a raised platform that has... Bart's already freaking out. Alright, that has 4 statues carved from pretty decent stone sitting on it, all with pretty decent semblance of each of you.
Soul's pretty stupid.
Did they make Markus taller and Lovette shorter?
Like they requested?
Yeah, if they requested it, that's what they did, yes. So he's a very tall-looking halfling, and Lovette's a very short-looking gnome.
That's adorable.
I like to think they just got it wrong anyways for a soul since they're not used to elves.
I look at Soul.
Oh, okay.
Well, I want to know what Soul looks like right now. Like, actual Soul.
Soul just, like, has their hands in their face and they're, like, kind of, like, massaging their, like, temples a little bit, and it's just like, oh, they actually, it's a lot bigger than I imagined it would be. God.
Yeah,
At least we helped out, right?
they're a little larger than life size, which is cool.
I hope he doesn't see this. I hope
He said
Dad
to-
doesn't see this. Oh, God.
What's wrong, Soul?
Well, I don't know if Dad would actually be proud or just disappointed that I was with other races. But, you know, actually it wouldn't really matter that I'm with other races because that's some good diplomacy right there, you know?
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't really look like you up there. So I really don't think you have much to worry about.
But
Well,
it's
I
gross.
think it looks like a...
And why does it matter what your father thinks on this matter?
Yeah.
I mean, well, he's my dad.
So?
You know?
He's not you.
Is he
Shouldn't you
paying
be
your
proud of what you do?
loans?
I'm happy with no thanks and just existing perpetually.
Fuck him. I think that's you're doing you. Fuck him.
I mean,
What the fuck is that?
it's important to establish good connections. I mean, that's what he'd say at least.
Yeah.
And just, I think he'd be fine because, you know, I'm with other races in the statue. Don't know what Crow would think.
What doesn't matter what he thinks.
Exactly.
You're right. You're right. Let's go to Vera's temple, okay?
I'm all for that.
Yay!
Yeah.
And we
It's so
go.
red.
Alright, we'll just go right through the town. We don't even have to stop, we just kind of
We
cart
don't
right
have
through.
to. I would like to not be away from Karis.
Okay, cool. So you guys walk through town without really even stopping, just long enough to note the statues, have a short conversation about it, and then get the fuck out. So you guys go
That's
up.
a nice statue.
You guys head up the hills and head toward the mountains. And another day's travel, and you find yourselves at Maleferous Temple.
Maleferous temple.
Yeah.
So you guys arrive at the Temple of Malefera, and I will be making a new version of this map because it is no longer as fucked up as this looks, right?
I just realized there's skeletons in there, and I was like,
I was
oh.
wondering.
I just imagine going in here and be like, what the fuck?
Stepping over it. Like, the maids are coming on Tuesday. It's fine.
Theater
I thought
of the
all
mind
of
this.
So we're going to theater the mind this. You guys approach through the woods like you did last time. Except this time when you arrive, you find the temple doors standing open, and you see that there's some barrels and other, like, there's like a cart sitting outside, some barrels sitting outside. It definitely looks like those 3 converts you got have made it here, and apparently brought some supplies.
Yee. Vera is like actually smiling. Like typically Vera doesn't smile like at all.
Oh.
So this is actually like straight up like happy.
So yeah, it appears that your 3 converts actually made it here.
So
Oh.
Soul like sees you smile and doesn't really say anything, but kind of looks like they're like trying not to like jump. Like they're kind of doing like a little like hop step, like everywhere, just like, oh my god, she's smiling. Oh, she said I finally made her happy. My best friend's finally happy.
So Vera will walk into the temple then.
Alright, you entered the temple, and you are filled with a feeling of communal, calm, and just a sense of happiness and belonging.
But of course that doesn't even need to be said.
Right, I mean, you're in the temple. This is it. You're home. You see that your 3 worshippers have sort of set up a small place to sleep, and they're very interested. Well, they're very happy to see you, and they're interested in hearing more about the religion and anything else that they need to do or what they need to accomplish as part of the members of the faith.
So I'll go up to them and say, brothers, sisters, it's so wonderful to see you here. Have you been able to get any messages from Mellifera at all?
They all say that they've not had any kind of experience like that. They're not really sure, what they need to be doing here. If you'd like to, if you want to lead them in like a worship service, you can do that.
Of course, come with me. And I'll lead them more into the main altar, like not right next to the main honey font, but right before it.
I'd like to say that as soon as they talk about like having a service, Soul like immediately looks like a bit more uncomfortable. Like, I'm glad she's happy, but
I am gonna watch the service from like the back.
The first thing you should always know is that Mellifera is your equal. No matter what, you can always look to her to talk. Always be willing to receive her message. Just come over here, and I'll get them to sit down in the altar area. What I want you to do is close your eyes and focus in on the sound of the bees within these walls. Listen to the waves, the vibration. Give it time. I know you'll hear her. And we'll spend about 30 minutes or an hour doing that.
Cool. Okay. So you lead them through a prayer service and worship, and when it's all done, you see that the bees, which were all over the font of honey, like there was a bunch of them all over it, when you open your eyes after your final prayer to close the ceremony, the bees have parted ways and have left the honey fountain open.
Excuse me, brothers, sisters. There's a matter I must partake.
how did the three followers react to that, or are they not done praying yet?
They're sort of reverently staying back from the font because they're still very new to this whole faith and they don't quite understand what's going on. But they're just happy to be part of something right now.
That's good.
There's a large pool of honey in front, correct?
Yeah, it's at the top of a raised little set of stairs there, and at the top of it there's sort of just an inlaid a basin of some form carved into the stone, and you're not sure how deep it is because it isn't really clear, but it's filled with honey, and suspended above it in midair is that honeycomb that's slowly dripping honey.
I'm going to walk up there with Mellifera's sting and place it on the side. Vera will pull out the 5 amber pieces and start praying in Druidic, since it's a more natural way for Vera to communicate with Mellifera. So I place the amber in the font, and I hold Mellifera's sting in front of me, and I say, Sister, grant me your aid. Please imbue this weapon with your strength, so that I may better defend our hive. And I submerge the scythe into the honey in the font. I'll keep it there for about a minute before retrieving it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as you dip the blade and head of the scythe into the honey, you can see the amber sort of dissolve into the honey, and you see crystals begin to form on the actual scythe itself. Amber crystals form on it and around it, sort of forming a crystal casing over the blade. Also, the light from the basin, the sort of an amberish light, it starts to emit from the honey itself. Ooh. And the hive becomes strangely quiet.
Ooh, that's ominous.
You hear a voice bubble up in the back of your mind, and it's one that you've become familiar with. It's the voice of Mellifera. Again, it sounds like a chorus of a million voices speaking in relative unison, and it says that you have served well in growing the hive. In recognition of this, your boon is granted. Your weapon will carry some small amount of my power. She goes on to sort of explain that while this temple is the heart of her power on this world, you will need to travel far from the hive in order to make it grow. So that you would never be far from the hive, she is granting another boon into Mellifera's sting. You see a large crystal of amber is now growing, is sort of formed at the back of the scythe blade, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Where I'm thinking of it would be. So at the end of the staff, opposite the blade. So not at the bottom, but at the top. But it's on the head of the scythe. It's just not. On the
so it would be there's the scythe going one way, and then another.
Yeah, and there's an amber crystal now, set on the other side of it. It appears there, and it sort of glows with a soft amber light, just sort of constantly. She says that by concentrating on this crystal, it will allow you to return to your home.
Whoa.
And by that,
out.
and by that, she's referring to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
To
no,
this temple, to the heart of her power. So the idea is, if you ever needed to return to the temple, you could use this scythe to do so, and then when your business was concluded, it would return you to where you came from.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Is it just him though,
Yes,
or just it would just be?
it's just
Okay.
Vera, and
She a lucky lady.
it only takes Vera to
Yeah.
this location.
Everybody's getting a bail card so they can just drop out of
Well,
the fight.
it does. It's not instant. It's
Okay.
it's a 10-minute ritual.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm assuming, like a straight up ritual that I have to
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
perform.
straight up ritual you have to perform. It takes 10 minutes. It's usable, we'll say, once per day. And when you when you use it, it takes you to the temple for as long as you're there. But if you leave the temple, you just return to where you came from. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Amuliferous Sting is now a +1 weapon.
So Vera will say,
Thank you, sister. You have my word. Our mission will be successful this time. I know it will.
and then I will head away from the altar.
Okay. All right. Maleferous Sting has now been upgraded to be +1. And you have the ability to use that ritual to
Is it a
return.
magical item now?
Yeah, Maleferous
Yep.
Sting is now definitely a magical item. Oh, and like I said, just for aesthetics purposes, it now has a glowing amber crystal at the tip.
Very cool.
Thanks.
The last thing that I need to make sure I do, I'm going to go to the cultists.
With the what's?
What?
The who's?
What?
That's not Vera saying. I'm going to go to my family. Shut up, everyone.
Go to my fans.
A rose is a rose, okay?
Fair enough.
And I'll just ask,
Is there anything that you need at all? Anything at all?
Sorry, let me interrupt you one quick second. Once you're holding the Maleferous Sting in your hands, you hear a voice, like you hear again a chorus of voices. This time you believe it's the hive above you, the bees themselves, saying one word over and over again in the back of your head, and it is drink.
Oh, no.
Drink.
It's
Chug.
slower, more methodical than that. But yeah, they want you to drink.
Dude, Hummel, you've been a bad influence on the fucking
so this girl will hold the staff and will ask Malifra, are you sure you want to give me this power? More power?
The choice is always yours.
I will accept, though.
I'll go up and drink more of the honey.
All right. You pushed it. You swallowed down a few mouthfuls of the honey from the basin, and again you feel that energy flowing through your body. The transformation that it causes is a bit different than the last one.
Oh no!
It's a bit more rapid than the previous transformations.
Oh god.
It sounds a little bit horrible from the sound of like bones moving around and turning into an exoskeleton. But it's very quick, and it seems to sort of happen all across you at the same time. But the feeling is ecstatic. Like, it legit feels amazing for you.
Orgasmic, some might say.
Some might say...
But who would say that?
La petite mort.
But who would say that, right?
La petite mort.
So the feeling of this power coursing through you is amazing, and what it leaves you as is again sort of an anthropomorphic bee. This time you have a lot more like spikes on your carapace. You've got like some bristled hairs at the joints.
Oh.
You have compound eyes that allow you to see.
Oh.
All
that was already
sorts.
a thing.
Yeah, but it allows you to see all sorts of stuff. Your wings are now much larger than they were, and you're capable of actual flight. And and you've got a stinger that you had before, so that's still cool.
Can I add in one thing?
Yeah.
Like a potential thing?
Yeah.
Could a line form in the middle of the mouth,
Mhm.
like the bottom of my mouth to the chin, that can separate basically into a
Oh,
mandible.
you want the hinged jaws? Yeah, the answer is yes.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
and it can go back so it just looks normal, so it
Sure,
doesn't
sure.
creep the fuck out of
Yeah,
people.
but if you need to open your mouth and unhinge your bottom jaw
Dude,
and
I'm
then
so
hinge it
ready.
across, yeah, you absolutely can. Sure.
I think
Cool.
I'm gonna
Boom.
throw up.
Mandible jaw.
I mean, you already look fucking disgusting. Why would it matter?
Is Vera
First of
Is
all,
there a-
rude.
Oh,
Vera
so
a
let me-
bee or a necromorph?
Animorph. She's
She's an
she's in
animorph.
that
Yeah.
weird
Yeah, that's
like
about right.
mid-stage of Animorph.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ugh.
Alright, so
Whoa.
Vera's
Whoa.
Mellifera's boon is going to change slightly. The vestigial wings is now going to be replaced with actual flight.
Ooh,
and that
yeah.
is going to be a 40-foot flight speed.
Wow.
And the duration of this is going to jump up from 2 hours to 3 hours.
Hey, Lovette, look, you're not the only one who can fly now.
So yeah, you're
Finally.
also able to fly. So now, if I have my understanding correctly, now Lovette can fly, Vera can fly, and Markus can fly. So
Well,
Wait, what?
yeah, so now everyone but Soul can fly.
Markus can fly?
Yeah, Markus has travel domain.
Bells, bitch.
Yep, travel domain, 3rd level domain spell, flight.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! I just want you all to be able to fly around Soul and like mock them mercilessly.
Archie can also fly.
Fuck
so.
the Earthbounder.
Mock those who are bound to the earth. Who deserve no love.
I really
So,
wish
like-
that Markus. Oh,
Kindly, like, brushes their feather a little bit angrily on their earring. It's just like, yeah. Fine. I get it.
Fine, whatever.
Not that I care.
I really wish that Markus had sky swim or air swim instead. That would be the funniest shit.
It really would. But we know he can't regular swim, so that wouldn't help him.
Also very true.
Oh,
Nice.
vat of water. Alright.
So how long do you stay in horrible bee form? Is it like a
3
second,
hours, right?
or is it like
3
there?
hours.
It activates the
Well, that
transformation, yeah. So it's a 3-hour duration, but it can be reverted at any point.
But why would you really?
But why would you? I mean, obviously, this
How
is
do
a
the,
superior form,
Why would you revert perfection?
right?
Well-
and I'm also assuming you test out your new wings.
Yes.
How do the new members of the church react to this transformation?
They all kind of fall to their knees and begin like praying again. Like they're in awe of this.
I'm sure she's happy with that.
And as Vera, as you take off and are no longer bound to the earth, a huge portion of the hive comes down and hovers around you
Nice.
as they are like looking at the newest like fully like flying member of their society.
I will go to the hive members and bring them to their feet and say,
You do not need to kneel to anyone when you're part of the hive. We are all equals here.
All right. Well, they're quite happy with all this. They asked what you want them to do until you return.
Mellifera will be able to tell you what needs to be done around the temple. If there's anything you need, though, be sure to let me know. I will, of course, be dropping in whenever I can. Is there anything that you need now?
No, they say that they used the initial funds given to them to acquire a large amount of supplies, so they should be here. They should be supplied for quite some time.
Well, either way, I'll drop this off as well, and I will drop off 2,000 gold.
Good God. All right, that is a massive investment. All right.
We're going to come back to Mellifera's castle.
Yeah. All right, and like I said, I'm going to get another pass on this map and see if I can recreate it in another map program and basically fix it up a bit, because it's no longer as shitty. Like, the worshippers have been hard at work clearing the debris and making it nice.
I'm sure they felt real great about those skeletons.
Yeah, I would love to see the first person who opened the door.
Just like,
I was-
this is it?
I was imagining the two scenarios of either they all arrive, they see the skeletons, and just nope out, or that they arrive and like they get partway in and the bees just fucking swarm and kill all of them. Those are them.
Oh.
So Soul looks like they're like trying to like get close to you, but like doesn't seem to have the guts currently to actually fully approach you. So they keep like kind of like starting and then like stopping and hesitating, and they're just like,
Are you all right?
Yes. Are you happy?
Quite. Why would I not be?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure my best friend was happy.
Well, everything is good here.
Awesome. Cool. Does that hurt when that happens? Does that hurt at all?
I don't think so. Not really.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's real good. So, is this all you wanted from the temple?
This is all I need to do for now.
Okay.
But I believe we have business in the Holy City.
Yeah, let's start heading there. Markus, I know you said you wanted to talk to Hildy earlier, but do you think that's necessary?
No, I think we're good. I'm not gonna lie. These bees are fun to watch, though. I'm very curious. Does the praying and their praying just sound like bee noises? That would be phenomenal.
For the cultists, they're definitely like speaking whatever language they would be speaking in.
Okay.
That's
Like,
definitely what the
it's their
druid
default.
sounds like when you're speaking to Mellifera. Like,
I feel like druidic kind of sounds like a mix between, it's like a very like windy kind of sounding voice mixed with, you know, like the cracking noises of like trees and stuff. It's very reminiscent of that. That's what I think of it as.
Velociraptors, that's it.
There we go.
Vera walks up to the altar and is like, ah! Ah!
Jesus
Holy
Christ,
shit.
guys.
That turns into a horrible bee monster. It's like, are we on the right side?
And the crowd just sort of sits there and like nods knowingly.
Like,
I'm gonna be.
Yes.
I'm gonna be.
I mean, it's no different than
Such a
going
dad. Oh my god.
It's just as creepy as going to any other like church you don't belong to and be like, oh,
Be like,
Oh,
yeah, this is what they all believe in.
Great.
this is a cult, isn't it?
Nod politely. Nod politely.
Die on the inside constantly. Alright. Well, Vera got what she wanted. Let's go back to the Holy City, y'all.
Well, when Vera's on her way out, I'll kind of come out from the back seats and kind of intercept her.
Okay.
Yes.
Vera, oh, jeez, sorry. I wasn't ready for you. Anyway, I wanted to apologize about what I said earlier. I did not mean any harm by it, but I was still not sorted out, and I did not really grasp how important this was to you. And I was hoping you could teach me more about Mellifera. I don't understand much, but I am fond of bees. You know, they are industrious and they are organized, and these are all qualities I admire.
I am always happy to tell of Mellifera. What is it that you want to know?
Whatever you're willing to teach, I suppose.
The only thing that Mellifera truly teaches is that all are equal, and no one should use power without consideration. There is a strength in weakness, and a strength in being humble. It is not a very complex system of beliefs.
I can see that. Okay, I guess I'll think that over.
Yeah.
Okay. You are really looking out. You should. I'll walk out.
Vera's very confused. Like, what?
Oh, and I had Archie wandering the place the whole time, playing with the bees. I figured he would probably want to learn a lot about bees.
I like to think of it like Iron Giant-y, where he's just like has his hand out and just looking at shit constantly.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to compare Archie to Iron Giant. I've seen how that ends.
Are you sure?
Dude, I am totally fine with the campaign ending with Archie being nuked in space.
Archibald saying Superman.
Superman.
And then flying off into space
when we-
explode, yeah.
When we saw the mushroom cloud in the Deadlands, did we see a tiny robot in the distance?
Anyways,
All right.
so we're heading back to the Holy City. Is there anything important in Wittingen that happens before? Are we doing anything?
I don't think so. I think we're moving along. I thought we were going to move along.
Okay.
Yep.
Moving right along.
Alright, you return to the Holy City, and you guys arrive on the 25th of October.
Okay.
People are setting up for Halloween. It's really hard to tell when there's actual vampires.
True. Not a good time to show up. Not a good time to hunt for vampires.
Damn it, that was just a kid.
You're getting really close to the Feast of Owen.
No. Are we?
Huh?
Oh, God.
Yeah, the Feast of Owen is at the end of the month.
The fuck is
Just
that
like
shit?
my period. Anyways.
Huh? What?
Oh my. There's so many implications there.
Do not feast. Please.
Okay, so I couldn't find any information when we were just walking through by listening to people. How do we go about this?
Did Karis never tell anyone?
Well, I know how we go about it. We go to one place that has our good friend, because we go to one place that has our good friend, and his origin knowledge would be the library.
That's in Hartenshin, isn't it?
No, that is here in the Holy City.
Where we found the Telic boy.
I thought that was in Hartenshin.
Nope. Let's go. He may be
Holy City.
Beardy? Isn't the library in Hartenshin?
Where the Telic boy is from.
Okay, so, yeah, it was in the Holy City.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, well, I guess libraries are the best place where soul research tends to begin with, so. Alright.
Alright, so you guys head to the library.
Well, how do we go about this then?
Alright, so you go to the library, and you find the Telic noble does not appear to be here anymore.
He's moved up on in the world! So who's there
is he?
now?
It's another person.
Okay.
A no-name NPC.
I'm gonna approach him and ask,
What's his name?
I can't remember! You had the notes!
But no, we don't know this person's name yet.
Well, not this new person, but I was just gonna ask them if they knew where he was.
I believe his
I know
name
what
was.
we can do. Sorry.
Oh,
That was
Yeah.
It was weird. Are you?
We can. I'm going to send another letter to Karis.
In the library?
Well, not writing.
From the Holy City, that's fine.
Yeah, from the Holy City.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, oh hi, how are you doing? Hope things are good. By the way, if we're gonna kill that vampire, you probably know how to get there. Could you let us know so we can find it?
Okay, and how would she get that information back to you?
Send it. Send your response to the the library, unless she has a magical way to respond. In which case, do that because it's probably harder to detect.
Okay, I mean that's going to take
A week to
One
get
moment.
there?
Oh yeah, if it takes
it would take 8 days to get a response if she answered it. If she got it and answered it immediately.
Okay. Never mind then, I guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna approach the library person.
Okay.
Male or female?
Male.
I'm gonna go up to him.
Hello, my name's Detlev.
Hi, Detlev.
I'm new here.
Yeah, I know. Where did the past librarian go?
Oh, he died, I think.
What?
What? Jeez.
Soul looks absolutely horrified. What do you mean he died?
He died. Of boredom.
What's that?
Are you joking with me, Della?
Some people say my sense of humor's off.
Okay.
So that's the only thing they say is off. Anyway, so could you direct us to where we could find the previous owner of this place, living or dead?
Owner? The government owns this building.
Where is
The
the past
librarian.
librarian?
Oh! I don't know.
You don't know.
It-
What happened to
Well, I
him?
replaced him, you see, so...
Yes.
Never actually met him.
Okay. Awesome. I'm so glad you're so helpful.
Thank you.
Is there anything you're looking for today? I can recommend some reading.
Yeah, got anything about vampires?
Oh, that's just the rage these days. Lots of vampire fiction. Apparently it's the thing to write books about young women falling in love with them.
Oh, God.
Soul is like slamming like any surface they can. Just
Markus is getting visibly angry.
I don't.
I've never quite understood the draw myself. I mean, the monsters, if you ask me.
I would prefer non-fiction to romantic, stupid gunk.
Oh, you're looking for like...
Schlock, I believe, is the term.
Yes, Markus. Schlock! I was wondering if you had any non-fiction histories of some sort on vampires. Perhaps some that may reside in the city. Who knows?
Certainly possible. A city this size, have a small vampire population.
Yeah. Do you have books about it?
Sure!
Great.
Looking for
I feel
some
like
sort
this
of...
person would have suspenders and be like, sure!
Looking for some sort of guide for slaying them, or looking for just like the origins of vampires? Or
Yeah, how do I kill
is it
them?
more
Where
esoteric
are
or
they?
practical applications?
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna lean up onto the counter. Make good sale. Who
Well,
would
hello
know?
there!
Yeah.
My name's Detlev.
I
I'm
know.
a librarian. I'm new here.
I'm heard all this.
I wasn't sure if you were part of that group.
Oh, well, hey.
I just wanted to introduce myself.
Got any Mike's Hard Lemonade?
Yes, wait a minute. Do you know who would know where the previous librarian went?
Perhaps someone in the administration offices. This is just the library.
I'm a traveler. Could you direct me to the administration
We
offices?
know where they are.
Yeah, he directs you to nearby administration offices.
All right,
Have that
just
information.
go immediately.
Is there
Okay,
any...
bye.
Oh, well, farewell, little gnome. Good luck.
Soul's gonna go and grab a book if they can.
Okay, you go over to where you believe the vampire lore information is. Go ahead and give me a perception check to find it, because the library is large and not well organized.
That
You find something.
was a 23.
Yes, 12 plus 11, 23. You find a vampire slaying guide written by a vampire hunter about 200 years ago.
What was the vampire hunter's name?
The vampire hunter's name was Manfred.
Manfred.
Uh-huh.
Markus is staring
If
at
you're
the
concerned
librarian.
about his last name, it is in fact Steamroller. No, I'm
God
sorry.
damn it.
I'm sorry. It's Mannheim. I fucked the joke up.
Mannheim's-
His,
Yeah,
I fucked,
you
the, I
did.
fucked the joke
Manfred
up.
or
I'm sorry.
Mannheim?
His name is actually Mannheim Steamroller. And if anyone here is curious, Mannheim Steamroller is in fact a retired PC from one of my campaigns. And he was in fact a vampire hunter.
God damn it.
Damn it.
So, yes,
Markus is just sitting there, seething. Just
he was a bit of a badass, in case anyone was actually curious, but that's player knowledge. Anyway,
staring.
you find-
staring at this librarian like, I don't like you.
you
I
find
don't
you find Mannheim Steamroller's Guide to Killing Vampires.
Awesome.
It's actually titled Mannheim Steamroller's Guide to How to Kill Vampires Good.
Oh God, no, 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 no,
Okay.
no.
May I read it?
Oh yeah, make an intelligence check.
Oh God!
Let's just put it this way. Mannheim never had a great grasp of language.
That was a 7.
Okay, so you go through and you read it, and it is rambling. There's no chapters. It's not organized like that. It's more like a weird recollection of like just his travels, and involves like how he killed specific vampires. One of them, he just grabbed his head real hard and squished.
Soul is so dumbfounded by
So-
this book they found.
So,
Is that an intelligence check you said?
yeah, to read it.
Are you reading over my shoulder?
Yeah, you want to read?
Yeah.
You want to read it as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Like, this is so dumbed down that Soul cannot understand it.
If you just grab their head real hard and squish it, that can kill a vampire.
Wow.
Oh my God, we both got 7s. It's that dumb.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
that's the book. That's not you guys.
Book.
So,
What the fuck?
Yeah, but he does mention using things like magic and silver, using holy symbols, using garlic, using sunlight. You know, all everything that appears to be old hat. Hitting something with a stake through the heart after you incapacitate it is very important. He also says that some of the vampires are tricky, and that once you kill them, they turn into dust or powder or gas, and they disappear. And you think you might have killed them, but actually, they've just gone back to their coffin to rest and regenerate. And that's where you get them with the stake.
I was gonna say, why don't you lore master this stuff?
It's an intelligence check, though. Can I?
Oh.
I think he's asking if you want to use Lore Master on a knowledge religion check to know about vampires.
I mean, I think I got a nat 20 the last time I did it.
Okay.
About vampires. What do you think?
Use Lore Master on knowledge local check to find out where they're hiding.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing for today.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So maybe... But I would like to buy some steaks before we go down.
Okay.
T-bone.
Let's see, we'll say 1 silver will buy 10. It's just sharpened pieces of wood.
Okay. I'll get 20.
Okay.
I'm just buying from the vendor and just being like, yep, I need all 20 of these.
Oh, we're out of the library already?
Well,
We're out of deluxe steaks.
I am done with that library.
Oh, did you want to talk to Detlev anymore?
Yeah.
Well, hello! The name's Detlev.
First I was
Who
going to...
You appear to be a young druid.
What does Vera want to do?
No, I was going to approach Soul before they had the book
Oh,
and ask...
well, very well. Goodbye then.
So, where do vampires put their vampire houses or whatever it is they do?
Houses?
Do you know? I don't know what vampires do. They have houses?
Do they have houses? As I roll a 23 on my knowledge religion.
So I'm asking where do vampires stay and stuff?
In coffins.
Like where so they could be anywhere really?
I mean, anywhere that's dark, I'd assume. I mean, that's kind of where Karis was saying they were underground, because I assume it's dark, so no sunlight means no weaknesses, and I wonder if they can see in the dark, actually. I know I can kind of see, but not, crystal clear.
You know, if we check they might have a directory of the city somewhere in the library. We could potentially find maybe some blueprints of where there might be catacombs or tunnels or anything.
Alright, let's look around. Detlev, are there... you look like a strapping person. Are there any maps of the sewers and or catacombs of the city at all in the library?
I can tell you no because of how strapping you are.
Where would I find that in the library?
Well, that'd be over in the documentation section.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm
Christ.
so glad. Soul,
It's just right over there.
Zooms past that conversation as soon as it's...
Would you like me to go with you?
No, come on!
I'd also like to say that when I asked Soul, I was also writing down corrections in that one child B book.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Do I need to roll another perception to find the maps?
No. You go over to, the documentation section where it's sort of like the archive, and you find old maps of the city, and you're looking for specifically, underground stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. You can find where the sewers were constructed and amended about a generation ago, and you find layout lines of where the sewer pipe, where the large sewers have been dug through the city.
Alright.
There's a pretty reasonable underground network of sewer lines under the city.
Gross.
Most of them match the larger streets in the city. So if you look at the city map, any of the wider streets have a sewer line dug under it.
I'm gonna take the map with me. Is that allowed in libraries?
Excuse me?
Yes?
Those maps are library property.
Yeah, can I borrow them?
Could they check them out?
Thank you, Markus.
Oh, you can, but you've got to register. Do you have a library card?
Okay.
Oh, Eden,
Soul
help me. Okay.
has no idea what a library card is. Because they've never had to use a library like this and, like, take a book out and check something out, because they just had their own home library.
Do you have an account with the library?
Soul looks very confused, but also very infuriated at the same time. And is just, like, stopped there. It's just like, can't I just take it?
Oh no, it's a valuable part of the library archive. Step over to my counter.
Vera, do you have anything to write with and a piece of paper?
Would you like a copy made?
No.
Yes, can I have a copy?
Bring it over to the counter.
Okay. Soul, like, slaps it down on the counter and says, here you go. Thank you so much for making a copy for me.
Oh, you're quite welcome. There is a customary fee of 1 gold piece.
Here! Slams the coin down.
I'll go ahead and remove a gold for you.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh.
He takes the gold piece and he takes out a blank piece of paper, roughly the same size as the map, and lays it on top of the map, and then performs a minor magical spell on both. And then he picks up the duplicate piece of paper now, which has the map on it, and hands it to you.
Thank you. That was
Oh, you're quite welcome.
It's very wonderful of you to take the time to do that. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's nothing really. It's just my job.
Yep,
I am new here, but I still take pride in it.
it's good. I'm gonna go now.
The name's Detlev, by the way.
I'll remember
We know what your
it.
name is.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. And Soul like grabs the paper and just walks out of there as fast as possible.
All right.
And like they are just so beset with themselves. I'm just like, okay.
So, just as an aside, DM to players, that's what you get when you say, "Oh, what's his name?" When I say it's just a nameless NPC, this is what you get. This is what you deserve.
It's important. I need these characters.
Oh man, that was my favorite part.
Ugh.
But I headed straight to the administration building.
Okay.
Yep.
You pop out and you go to the administration offices. So since there's no castle in this town, pretty much this city is run a bit different than the other ones. There's just a collection of administrative offices here, where there's essentially a citizen council that runs the city.
Yeah.
With representatives of many of the different major faiths, since this is in fact a religious city, obviously. So you find the Citizens Council building. What information were you looking for?
Just if anyone knows where our Telic friend is.
Even though his last name isn't Telic, but I don't know if he's been reinstated as last name Telic.
That as well. I'll ask for both names.
It was Samuel Varden.
Right, pardon.
Yeah, Samuel Varden. Okay, so you find the administration offices, you ask for information regarding Samuel Varden. The clerks there ask you to wait a moment, and I'm going to need you to make a roll. No, actually, I'll handle the roll. Never mind. So, the clerks come back after about 10 minutes. They say that Samuel Varden actually has been petitioning to have an audience before the Citizen Council, and has been for some time. He recently had his audience, and was granted a writ of nobility recently.
Mm-hmm.
So his actual name is no longer Samuel Varden, it's now Samuel Telic.
Yeah.
Last they heard, he has moved out of the city.
Aww.
Did they say where he moved to?
The records don't seem to indicate that. They assume that he would go to see the Emperor himself and see if he could get maybe petition them for the next thing. They would figure anyway is the next thing a freshly minted noble would do would be to go to the Emperor and petition for a land grant. So.
I see. We probably passed him on our way here. Well, I'll also ask if they know where I can get a map of the city or any underlying systems of the city. I don't want to mention the sewer network directly, but I want to ask about that's what I'm asking about.
They say that there's an extensive collection of maps in the library archive.
Okay, then I'll do a pivot and just turn right back out.
So I'd like to imagine that Soul and the other two have started to walk towards the administrative building at this point, at least.
Yeah, you guys meet on the road between the two buildings.
Oh, there you
Oh,
are,
hey.
Lovette.
Yeah, I was just going to get some maps of this yours.
This map? And, like, Soul kind of, like, dangles one.
Oh, perfect. I saw a friend. He is not in the city anymore, but he was granted his nobility. So,
Oh, wait, he's not here?
no, he is most likely headed to Huntington.
Aw, we missed him.
Mhm.
Bummer. Well, when we go back to see how Karis is doing, we'll try and see if we can find him then.
Yes, indeed.
And, see them and stuff. That's silly.
Sleeping. Oh my god.
Skrewy fell asleep.
Oh, he did it. He did it. That crazy son of a bitch did it. He said I'd crash out and sleep in my own chair. And he did
He
it.
said it too, though.
He said it
Only
too.
one.
He said a full hour before he said he would crash out. But,
I mean, it's
No,
just
it's
a
really
difference of one.
he's true to
He
his
was
word.
snoring.
No? Was I?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my apologies.
No, it's fine. It was quite funny. I have a recording of it if you don't believe me.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
You okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Don't be sorry. Are you good to continue?
Yes.
Okay. No worries, dude. No worries
Sorry,
at all.
No, you're good. We just take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, that's what's more important here.
Kenny, I have an important question for you.
Yes, I will marry you.
Aww. Yay.
Oh shit!
That's the actual question.
So if Soul never had a library card, was it hard for Soul to have fun?
Huh?
Does anyone get it?
Oh man.
Does anyone get this
You don't
sick
even like
Arthur
Arthur!
reference?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Sing the song, Kyle. Do it. Sing the fucking song, Xeno.
Having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. All right.
Anyways, so I have the map. I'm dangling it in front of Lovette. I'm bummed out that Telic Boy is now in Hartenshin. We totally missed him.
Did you find any more information about any potential vampires or what were they called? The cult of the Black Tome? Something like that?
Or the Black Dome, if I remember correctly.
Order?
But I did not want to cause a panic, so I did not mention them.
Well, if y'all wouldn't mind, I think I'm gonna walk around the city a bit and keep my giant-ass ears open and see if I can, hear if anyone knows what the fuck is happening with some vampire shit. What do you guys think?
Well, I will say that it doesn't seem that anyone seems to be concerned about vampires. Detlev definitely didn't seem... Then again, Detlev seemed very troubled.
I just want to find out where we should go to find them. Not exactly like if there is, because I'm pretty sure there is. It's been very popular in the library, if you hadn't heard. Romance novels! Soul just, looks beset again with themselves. Just I can't believe I'm repeating this garbage.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Alright. So where are you heading to?
I'm just gonna, walk around the main streets, maybe some of the side streets. You never know what you might find. I always find... Well, normally the library gives me inspiration, but currently I just have a headache. So, I'm gonna walk around. You guys are welcome to join me. Otherwise, I've got long legs. I can do a quick around the city, I think.
I'll join.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to do here.
Alright,
Markus?
Well, actually, it's not totally true.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Did you find anything else?
Nothing. I want to go kill some vampires.
Well, we gotta find them first. So...
Oh, actually, I do have something for that. Hold on. 1 second. I have a spell that might be useful. Something called Locate Object. If we have something that we might be able to them or link to these guys, to the vampires, I might
Don't
be
you
able
have
to
to have
find
like
them.
a really clear image in your head of what you're looking for, though?
I think so.
Well, can you look for things in the hypothetical? If you have an image in your mind still? Like,
Like maybe we could find the black book that they were talking. That Karis.
yes, a coffin or something like that.
Maybe I think that might be a use that might be a very good place to start. Beardy, can we cast that?
I mean, yeah, it's a third level cleric spell, so you can cast it.
I think I'd like to cast locate object to try to find the book that they're talking about.
And can you clearly visualize it?
What about, because we saw the ghost of the dude, can you visualize him?
Ooh.
He's not
Or is
an
that not
object,
count?
though.
No, that's a...
But what about like an article of clothing that he wears?
I don't think I saw anything on him that was truly distinctive that would be useful. Damn.
What were you looking to use?
A spell called Locate Object.
And you said the symbol on the robes before? Or
That's not really an object, though.
That's not an object, necessarily.
is it not? Okay.
That's a symbol.
But a robe with that symbol on it would be an object, wouldn't it?
But we don't have a specific robe to put in his mind, I don't think.
The one that Karis was wearing?
Wouldn't that lead us back to Karis?
I assume that they all have... Oh, did she make the robe?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right, she was all proud of it before, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. Bless her soul.
Oh man. Well, I could also sense this yours. I could send Archie, and I could see through his eyes, but I don't want to leave him down there alone. But one of these other constructs I built could come this yours rather quickly. I can't see through these guys, but if they're alive, is that how Summon Monster works?
So, Beardy,
Yes.
what if I was to go around the town and, like, try to figure out where, like, the best location is to find the hideout?
Yeah.
What would...
That would be a diplomacy check to gather information.
Okay.
To sort of like keep your ear to the ground and look around and try to find this location.
Okay.
Also, if you're just like thinking of it more of like a hypothetical, like where would be the best place to make a vampire coven or a lair or whatever, that would also involve knowledge religion. So if you want to give both of those, we can go that route.
What do you guys think?
I think you can pull it off.
Are vampires magic?
I'm doing bad on rolls today, guys.
Alright, let's say 3 plus 12, so 15 on the diplomacy, and
We're gonna use Lore Master.
lore mastering the knowledge religion. Find the best place.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, which, go ahead.
Ooh.
What's your bonus?
Plus 12.
Okay, so you got a 32 on knowledge religion.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Sorry. Plus 8, sorry.
Plus 8. Okay, so you got a 28 in your knowledge religion. So, using that plus the diplomacy check, you are able to deduce that the sewers are probably a good place to build a lair.
Okay.
And that in those sewers, looking at the map and knowing what you know about vampires, you would want to have relatively close access to a large amount of food supply.
Okay.
So, being near the poor side of town, but still in a junction point of the sewers, you find there's a maintenance section. There's a small collection of underground rooms that were originally designed for storage of maintenance supplies. That's underneath part of the slums that could probably be easily repurposed into an underground lair. And it would be close enough to the slums that they would be able to, catch and eat people off the streets at night with little trouble. And they're also the sort of people that not many people would miss.
Alright.
So putting those data points together, you think you have an idea where it might be.
Vera, I think you would hate these people.
Why is that?
Yeah, I think they prey on those who are
Alright.
less fortunate, to be honest.
Really? Also, I'm writing this down. So there's a maintenance entrance by the slums.
No,
What
there's a section of rooms that was like a maintenance storage area. So they dug out a number of side rooms in the sewers for the storage of maintenance supplies to service that part of the sewer network.
All right, and you found that on the map.
No, I
Yeah, that's on the sewer map, yes. But it was the application of the knowledge religion to know that they need access to a study. So like to know the sort of creatures, to know the sort of targets they go after for food, and then having the map to look at. Basically, Sol was able to draw the conclusion that seems to be a prime piece of real estate to live in.
I beautiful minded that shit.
Yeah,
nice.
A little bit.
And then I dab. I didn't even have to take a muse for that. Huh. Maybe I should for the diplomacy though.
Are we talking about going in right now? What time is it, actually?
We'll say 2 o'clock afternoon.
It'll be dark
Do we want to
soon.
attack in the morning?
What?
I think. Do we want to attack in the morning? I think we may have an advantage.
True. You catch the vampires asleep for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you guys gonna head into the sewers?
Yeah, are we gonna wait till morning or what?
You were saying that they're attacking who? No.
Probably people who most others would consider easily forgotten,
Why would they do that?
as to not bring suspicion to themselves.
Vera definitely looks unsettled and pissed that this would happen.
There are just some people out there who prey on the weak.
Those people have to be removed.
I mean, I agree.
So
for
when
the
are we
most
heading?
part.
Do we head in now or in the morning?
That's a good
In
question.
the morning, we will have the drop on them.
I agree with this. Is everyone comfortable with waiting till morning?
It's the best we have for success, I believe. So I say that's what we should go for.
Awesome. Alright, we have to find a place to stay, I guess, for the night.
Yeah.
Let's not go over in this section, if need be, for the night. Beardy, where is a good place to stay in the town?
Okay. So there is a section of town known as Pilgrim Town. I'll go ahead and reveal it on the map there. It is a district of town there. It's actually just to the southwest of the administration district. Pilgrim Town is called such because as a city with a massive temple district, with many different religions here, there's a lot of folks that come here on pilgrimages. So the Pilgrim Town is in fact just a place that is filled with like a collection of inns and hostels and public houses and other places for pilgrims to stay in for days or weeks at a time while they're in town. Many of those places are relatively cheap or run down because peasants don't have a lot of money. And many of them are also declared for specific deities, and they either offer discounts or just free like room and board for people of their faith.
Dude, that's pretty awesome.
Well, for a pilgrimage, I mean, they're not they don't let you live there forever. But the idea is that if you're just on a pilgrimage here for something or another,
Yeah.
you can stay there.
Vampire killing, worshipping my deity, same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, well, I'll see if there's any shamish and flash my pen.
Okay.
What is that?
Any inns that are dedicated to Shamish.
Oh, okay.
So
I want to make sure I heard that right.
yeah, you're fine. So Shamish in particular is kind of an interesting case. Because the whole religion is about the changing
money.
of coins and money.
Right.
There is no free place for a Shamish
That's what I thought.
worshiper to stay. It's in fact considered like part of the religious service to spend and receive, coins for doing services. So there's sort of a even in like the best of times, there's still like ceremonial exchanging of currencies. So like for example, you would pay your priest for a service, and then the priest would pay you for being a worshiper, sort of thing. So like neither of you end up spending all that much. Like you don't end up losing or gaining any money, but money still changes hands from one party to another, and then from that party back as part of the service.
This is why I'm not that devout.
Obsessive. Yeah, it's all about like the motion of the economy. is what is considered like holy. So basically, if you think about it, this is like a seriously like strong libertarian religion.
Basically, yeah.
Just that the invisible hand is the greatest thing in the universe.
I've kind of thought about how I'm accidentally making Lovette into a libertarian folk hero, so...
I mean, Vera's like a socialist, so...
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, absolutely.
Soul's a teenager.
Yeah.
That's their political affiliation.
Yep. I vote for the person that seems nice.
And
I vote for not the man.
It's nothing but outrage politics.
Yep.
So what are
Fuck the system.
What are you upset
I'm an
about this
adult. Anyways.
I am going to actually stay at one of these Shamish temples. How much would that cost me?
Over the course of the entire stay, like for one night,
Mhm.
probably 15 gold pieces.
Alright, so I'm going to do that, and then
But
while I'm
a lot
there...
that's itemized.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for them taxes, though.
I'm very eagerly willing to divvy out that and break it down, but in the meantime, make sure that I'm paying for only the services that I'm getting.
Sure.
But I'm going to also, while I'm there, I'm going to see if any of the pilgrims would be interested in purchasing a unique set of leather armor that's fashioned to look like a vest, and that it's magically enchanted.
Okay.
Uh,
The +1 leather armor is going to be worth 1,010 gold. You can sell it for 505.
Rough.
I'm going to definitely haggle for that.
Okay. Give me an appraise or diplomacy check.
Diplomacy
Good
plus.
fucking luck.
Oof.
That's a big old note.
Really?
Yep, big old note.
Ouch.
You get 50% value for it. I rolled entirely too well on my check.
Darn it.
Probably a bad place to be bargaining in a place where it's all
where
about
people like haggle as part of their religious expression.
Well, that's true, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Lovette is not NPCs don't just arbitrarily aren't better merchants. That's our whole thing. Sell some shit and make some money out of it. But that's okay. I'll take it, and I will thank him for teaching me some new tricks.
Alright, so with the +1 leather armor, we'll go ahead and remove that. Boom.
So you said
and-
505
Yeah, so it'll take you to...
minus
yeah.
15. I mean, I really lost a lot of money on it, but whatever.
You'll get more money soon.
Yeah, I get a bunch of free money for working for the mob now, so I don't really care.
Yeah. Everyone likes working for the mob.
The economics of our recent exploits are really weird and disorienting for Lovette.
if I'm sleeping in my armor, am I getting fatigued from that?
Yeah, normally you would be. I'm assuming you guys take your armor off to sleep.
In that case, I'm going to be using endurance because Vera sleeps in their armor.
Alright.
Right.
We all got our respective sleeping places.
Alright, so the party, well, at least one of you does. Where's the other three people? Where are you sleeping for the night?
Well, before I was gonna go to sleep, I was gonna do a small concert at a Symphonia.
Nice. So you go to the Symphonia's Grand Temple, which is basically, instead of just like an auditorium or like a stage out in the city, this is like a grand theater. So it's like this beautiful like marbled building, and you go inside, and it's just like filled with precious art, and there's like a lot of the areas enchanted to just have just music playing as just at all times. There's just simply music exists in certain rooms and halls inside the temple.
It's like Walmart music, though.
Oh no, it's really lovely. But inside, like once you get in the main chamber, it's this massive theater that exists for much the same purpose as the other Symphonia temples. So pretty much anyone who wants to can just go up and entertain. This being the most prestigious one, though, is typically more difficult to just walk up onto.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that want to use it.
that's not
That's
a
right.
big deal.
That's what I
Just want to play music.
kick your way up on the stage anyway.
Maybe.
Alright.
What else would a privileged fuck do?
Like, it's my turn now.
Act like a privileged fuck. Kick
Wow.
your way up on stage and keep playing music. Okay, in that case, give me a perform string, please.
Strings?
Yeah, actually,
I assume you were gonna. What were you gonna
I
do?
was gonna sing.
Okay, perform sing, please.
I was gonna try to sing along with the music that people are already performing.
Wonderful. That's the Bard way.
And that is 16 plus 16,
Boom.
32.
That is a
Jesus.
32, and you perform sing. You get up on stage and you sing with those who are already up there. And as Bard teachings are the case, you never compete with Bards.
Nope.
That's not the way they work.
Except for Beth.
No. Bards are collaborative. They're a collaborative class. Their religion is collaborative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not so much as competing with these people. You are making collab works.
Harmony.
I'm making sweet music with them.
You harmonize with a bard,
Yep.
Yeah.
but you never sleep with another bard. That's an own goal. You don't do that.
Huh.
Okay.
Is that how that works?
Yep. That's how that works. That's an own goal. It's pointless.
I fuck whoever I want, thank you very much.
Sure. That's fine. Jeez.
Even him.
I thought you hated Jesus.
I want to say Jesus was a bard.
He was a carpenter. Anyways.
You can fuck Jesus if you want to.
You can leave your friends
Behind.
behind.
Because the friends don't fuck it. Fuck with it. No friends of mine.
D&D, you guys, am I right?
Anyways.
Sure is the Dungeons and the Dragon.
Okay, so
Please tell me about my performance.
you get up on stage and sing along with the song that they're singing. You do a beautiful rendition of it, and the other bards welcome you up there as well. After the song is over, they kick into another song, and you continue singing along with them, and you pretty much just like sing your way up on the stage. And give me 5 more perform sing checks, please.
5?
5.
1. Oof, that's 22.
Okay.
2. That's 34.
Uh-huh.
3.
Uh-huh.
That's 28. 4. That's 32. 5. That's 25.
Okay, so you stay up on stage for a good long time, and you are never asked to leave, or you never feel like you should leave. You never feel like your quality is lower than anyone else's, and the rest of the bards pretty much accept you up on the stage, and you have a wonderful time. The audience is just really feeling it.
That's good. Alright. Well, fuck Biff, am I right?
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Anyways. And then after I finish that, I just kind of thank everyone for, playing along with me, and I hope they have a good evening, and then I'll trot my way down to the pilgrim town.
Yep.
And
yes.
I'll try to find a room of Symphonia.
Cool. All right.
Is there an inn for that?
Oh yeah. You find a place with no problem.
Any
In
cost?
fact, probably the bards ask you to crash at their place.
Yes! Bard party!
Nice.
We're gonna get crunk!
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer everyone me. Because we're in the room.
I feel like that they would have a lot better stuff too.
Possibly.
Possibly. I'm good with the news though.
Alright, screw loose. Xeno,
Yeah.
what are you guys' plans?
Vera doesn't really have any care for any special places, so those go some default place.
So you find an inn.
Yep.
Okay, 5 gold.
Oof.
And-
I'm glad I got that money from those spears.
And screw loose.
Over to Temple of Eden.
Temple of Eden. Alright. Temple of Eden, since you are a cleric of the temple, they will let you stay for free.
Yeah.
Alright.
So cash money.
Alright, well, you guys all have various different evenings, and time passes, morning comes, and I'm going to go ahead and rest the party. If you guys have to change any of your spells, let me know.
I don't have to do that.
Alright, and
Summon doors.
once the dawn comes and everybody wakes, we will probably call it there, and pick this up in a week.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to Protagonist for the theme music and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Please leave a like or subscribe if you want to see more content like this, or leave a comment if you have any suggestions. Until next time.